Hello, everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time tuning in, my name is Adrielle, and I am currently narrating a story time of my former friend being in the occult. In the previous episode, I ended the story time by talking about how I was invited to Ruby's church in the month of June. So in this episode, I'm going to talk about what happened when I went to her church and possibly dabble into her birthday weekend as well. So here it goes. So y'all, it is June 2nd, right? I go to Ruby's church. I'm at her church and I'm there. Now, mind you, the purpose of me coming to Ruby's church was to meet her family. That was the only purpose. I already had my own home church. So I'm at her church. They told like the first time visitors to stand up or so. I did that. At the end of service, they brought us to a room to like introduce themselves. I made it clear to them like, hey, I have my home church. I'm just here to visit my friend. Okay. So I'm there and I eventually meet Ruby. Ruby was actually occupied during the service. So her mom was a deaconess at the church. Her dad was also involved in the church. Ruby was also involved in the church. So I basically sat by myself, y'all. So when church was over and I went to see Ruby, she introduced me to her mom. And then, we exchanged greetings. Her mom said, hey, let's take a picture. So we're taking pictures. I'm like, okay. So we're taking pictures. Her mom also wanted to give me a book. So their church had this bookstore. And so she grabs one of the books and she says, hey, I want to give you this book. It's a book about marriage. I want you to read it. There's like prayers in it. I want you to pray it and stuff like that. So I saw that as a kind gesture. Ruby introduced me to other people in the church, this lady who she was close with and all of that. So it gets to a point where Ruby's like, the singles ministry, they have a meeting right now. Like, Adria, I really believe you should attend the meeting. Now, here's the thing. I didn't see any point of me attending their church singles meeting because I'm not a part of the church. So when Ruby was telling me that she wanted me to attend the meeting, I kind of was hesitant because I didn't see the point of me attending the meeting. So I kind of like wanted to stay in my car. So she was like, no, I think you should like attend the meeting. Like the meeting's in that room. So she points to where the room is at. So I said, okay, we can just go together. So she's like, oh no, I got to do such and such. That don't worry, I'll meet you there. And I'm like, okay, I think that was kind of weird because you want me to go to this meeting at a church that's not my church. I'm just there. I don't know anybody. You're the only person I know. I just thought it was weird. So eventually I go into the meeting, y'all. I'm just sitting there. I don't know anybody. They're talking about their plans for their singles ministry, I think events and everything. And I think they start playing games and stuff. I'm just there confused. So I'm sitting there, 5 minutes passes by, Ruby's not there. 10 minutes passes by, Ruby's not there. And I'm like, yo, is this girl gonna come? Because she made me come to this meeting. Y'all, Ruby came probably like 30 or 40 minutes later. By the time she came, it was probably 10 or 15 minutes left to the meeting. So I'm kind of like, okay, I don't know what's going on. Anyways, church ends and we're walking out and she says, hey, like, do you have any plans afterwards? I'm like, no. She's like, oh, let's go to Ike's to grab something to eat because Ike's was close by. I'm like, oh, sure. Then she says, hey, yeah, let's drive in your car. Yeah, it's just 10 minutes away. We can drive in your car. I'm like, okay. Now, when she did that, it low-key reminded me about the whole, Adria, I don't have cash. Can we use your card to pay and I'll pay you back? It kind of reminded me of that. So I'm kind of like, I don't know why she kind of feels the need to like do that. Like she never initiates, oh, let's drive in my car. Oh, let's use my card. So, but see, here's the thing about me too. I'm someone, I don't mind, driving. I don't mind using my card. But what I didn't realize back then was like, this was a pattern. Well, actually, I did realize back then. I realized it was a pattern, but I didn't understand why until later on. So we get into my car. And I bring up the whole birthday thing. I'm like, hey, girl, your birthday's next month, July. So I'm like, hey, have you figured out what you're going to do? She was like, oh, I'm still trying to figure out. But we're definitely going to Ike's for my birthday dinner. I just have to figure out what we're going to do before then. Now, something I forgot to mention in the previous episode was that in the month of May, when we were talking about her birthday, she was telling me about people she's inviting. And I remember I mentioned somebody that was in our program that she was cool with. Now, I wasn't cool with this person anymore because this person was kind of annoying, and they can tell that I wasn't really giving them attention, and it bothered them. So for me, I didn't care. It was like, whatever. So this person would definitely like distance themselves from me or act like I didn't exist when they saw me, which I was fine because I thought the person was doing annoying things. But this person was cool with Ruby. So I mentioned like, hey, are you going to invite such and such? Now, when I said it, I was only joking because I know Ruby found this person to be annoying. So she was like, no, why would you even say that? And I remember just laughing. I'm like, Ruby, I'm joking. I knew you were going to say that. She was like, why would you even say that? Why would you even say that about me inviting him? I'm like, Ruby, I'm just joking. I knew you were not going to invite him. So that was kind of weird. Then I remember her saying something. I can't remember what exactly I said or what I asked, but I remember Ruby saying to me that I was her only Christian friend. Now, I remember being surprised that she said that because I remember her always telling me that she has to go to this Bible study. She goes to church on Sunday, and her family just being involved in church. So I'm thinking she has friends that are in church. No, I was like her only friend that lived a Christian life. And something I also forgot to mention too when I first met Ruby was that she told me that she used to like party a lot and drink and do all that stuff, but it got to a point where she wanted to stop. Like she just felt like she was doing a lot of those stuff because of the people she was friends with. Like they wanted to go to clubs. They're the ones that say, oh, we have a section, come over. Like she felt like she was doing a lot of things because of other people. And she said that she just didn't feel like she was being herself and that she didn't like that. And she wanted to stop and she wanted to draw closer to God. And she just wanted to be more intentional with her relationship with God. This is what she told me back in 2018. I forgot to mention that. So she told me I was her only Christian friend. Fast forward to us going to Ike's. We're talking about the birthday stuff, and she's like, she's going to figure it out. I'm like, okay, you got a month. So she starts talking to me about, I think her family. Now, mind you, I went to her church to meet her family. I only met her mom. So we started talking about her family, and she brings up them going out. I don't know if it was a week before or the day before. They went out, and her brother, which is the baby of the house, she gave him her car keys and he dropped it in the sewer. And she was telling me that she popped him. And I'm like, what? She was like, yeah, why would he do something like that? Like I popped him. And the way she was talking about the way she popped it was like, there was this aggression with it. And I remember driving and looking at Ruby like, oh my goodness, Ruby, like, why did you pop him? Like, no. Yeah, like I had every right to pop him. Like he threw my keys in the sewer. There was this aggression. And I remember saying, Ruby, you don't strike me as someone who gets angry a lot. Like, you don't strike me as that type of person. And she was like, oh no, I do. I know I do. And also I remember telling her, like, you don't strike me as someone that has a smart mouth. She was like, oh no, I have a smart mouth. And that's when she brought up the book that her mom gave me. She was like, yeah, my mom gave me the same book, and she keeps asking me if I read the book. And she said something smart to her mom. She said something slick to her. And I remember when she said, I can't remember exactly what she said, but she was rude. I remember thinking to myself, like, man, I dare not say that to my own mom. But then her mom kind of like checked her, like, who are you talking to? So I remember just looking at Ruby as I'm driving. I'm like, Ruby, like, you don't strike me as somebody that has a smart mouth. She's like, oh no, I do. I do have a smart mouth. Like, I do. Like, I can be blunt. And I was like, okay. We get we get to the restaurant. We get to the restaurant and I order what I order. She orders what she orders. And then we start talking about Instagram. And I said, oh yeah, by the way, are you on Instagram? Because I wanted to follow her. And then she says to me that she deactivated. Either she deactivated or deleted her Instagram account. But she does have a burner account that she just follows, like the Shade Room or whatever. But she said, yeah, she used to have an Instagram account. I think she either deleted or deactivated the account. And I asked her, like, oh, why? Because I'm thinking she did it because of, like, maybe it was a distraction or whatever. Do you know what this girl said to me? She said that it used to really bother me. Like, when I had my account, I used to really get bothered that when I would post a picture, I would get 83 likes, and my friends, they would post a picture, they would get 200 or 300 likes, and that would really get to me. And now here's the thing, y'all. I was someone who I really didn't post on my social media. And the times I did, the highest likes I ever got was like 41 likes. So when she said she had 83 likes, I'm like, Ruby, that's a lot of likes. She said, yeah, but my friends, they had 200 and 300. So now I'm kind of like, girl, like, why is she comparing herself to her friends? So I said, Ruby, it doesn't matter that your friends have 200 or 300 likes. Like, 83 likes is still a lot of likes. Like, I had 41 and I thought that was something. She said, like, it just used to really bother me. Like, it really made her insecure. So she either deactivated or deleted it or whatever. One of the two. Y'all, another red flag that I was dismissing at that time. So after that, y'all, in the month of June, we would just talk about her birthday. She would go in and out like, hey, we should go bowling. We should go to Candytopia. We should go to this. We should go to that. Blah, 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 blah. But I remember June 27, y'all, we had a phone call. Now, her birthday is July 6th. June 27, we had a phone call. I think I was the one that called her. And I said, yo, what are you going to do for your birthday? It's next week. And she says to me, you know what? I wouldn't mind going to a Thai restaurant. And then I said to her, like, oh, if you're eating Thai food, I won't be able to go because I can't eat Thai food. Now, a little bit backstory, y'all. All the times I've had anything Thai, I've gone to the bathroom. I don't know why. The last straw for me was Thai ice cream. It messed up my stomach, y'all. I was walking in the park with my friend. I had to go into her house to use the bathroom. So after that situation happened, I was like, I'm staying away from anything Thai food related. I'm just staying away because I don't know why my stomach is reacting to Thai food, right? So I bring it up to her, like, yeah, I can't eat Thai food. And she's like, really? I'm like, yeah, I don't know why. Like, anytime I've had anything like Thai related, I always went to the bathroom. I just don't know. She's like, that's interesting. I said, yeah, I don't know what it is. So I'm like, hey, if you're going to a Thai restaurant, I can't eat the food or whatever. She's like, okay. But yeah, I really want to go to Ike's. I really, really want to go to Ike's. I just need to figure out where we're going to hang out at before we go to Ike's. And I said, okay, your birthday's next week. Just let me know. July 1st, y'all, I text her, hey, how's the B-Day planning going? No response. July 5th, my friend Ruth, she drives me to the DMV because all my Jersey car registration, Jersey, at this time I renewed my license, but all my Jersey car stuff had expired and it had to transfer to the Georgia license plate, Georgia car registration, and Georgia car title. So at that time, my friend Ruth, she drives me to the DMV because all my stuff was expired. So I'm at the DMV. I'm waiting to be assisted by one of the agents at the DMV. I get a call from Ruby. Now, mind you, this is July 5th, the day before her birthday. Ruby calls me and she says, hey, Adriel, how's it going? And I say, hey, I'm good. She's like, oh, where are you at? I'm like, I'm at the DMV. So I stood up and went to the back so that I can talk to her. And then she says to me, it was like, well, the reason why I'm calling is because I already planned out what I'm going to do for my birthday tomorrow. And I'm going to have my birthday dinner at a Thai restaurant. I was like, huh? Now, mind you, I was shocked, but at the same time, I couldn't express me being shocked because I was at the DMV. I couldn't really concentrate too much with the phone call because I'm like thinking they're about to call my number. So I'm like, but what happened? It was like, oh, I just decided to have my birthday dinner at a Thai restaurant. So y'all, this whole idea of going to Ike's but having a place to hang out before Ike's, all of that was scrapped. And what was going to happen was that she was just going to have her birthday dinner at a Thai restaurant. So at this time, I was confused. And one of the things I was thinking in my head was that, why would she tell me this the day before her birthday? Because I felt like she was kind of giving me no choice but to go to her birthday party or birthday dinner. Knowing very well, I told her that Thai food messes up my stomach. At this time, I thought I was having acid reflux issues. Later on, I found out that it was H. pylori. She knew about my stomach issues, y'all. So I'm just confused, like, where is this coming from? Now, I'm going to stop the episode right here. Next episode, I'm going to talk about what happened as far as her birthday dinner was concerned and all the other stuff that happened in the month of July, and possibly getting to other stuff in the months of in 2019. So if you are liking The Likely Story, please like, comment, and subscribe. Please also share my videos, and also please tune into The Likely Story as well. And until next time, y'all, bye.